It is time to get the bike out. Summer's actually arrived and we've got some sunlight. It's after work. We're taking out the little Eskute M100 for a bit of a spin. Marta's not really ridden much of electric bikes. I've got the big Notino and she's going to take the Eskute out. We're going to go down the canal through the woodlands and I'm going to get her to tell you what she thinks of the bike, her initial reaction, her initial thoughts. I think it's an interesting bike. I like to ride it. I think it's very, very comfortable. But will she? So the last time I was out, I took it out through the little woodlands and stuff like that, and I'll put a link up to the video so you can have a bit of a nose of it. This time we're going to go down, I'm going to ride all the way down the lane, down to the canal. We're going to take it along the canal, back up the main road, and the canal path or the tow path is grass, so it should give a bit of a off-road feel. And then we're going to go back up the main road, so we'll get a bit of a hill and see what the pulling power is like going up the hill, so you can get a bit of an idea of that. And then we're going to go back through the little tiny woodlands just to get a bit of off-road experience and see how that fares as well. Should be a bit of a mixed mash of experiences. It's got 7 Shimano gears, 5 power assists, it's got a 36-volt battery, 10.4 amps I think it is. So yeah, it's a good little power output, and I loved riding it when I had it out. It's really good, very powerful and very comfortable to ride. Oh, she's right behind me. What do you think about it so far?
Love it.
Do you? Because you're not really used to electric bikes, are you? I mean, I've been out on mine loads of times.
I think we've only managed to get out once on electric bikes, isn't it? And then it was so quick, I never...
And that was along the canal anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was quite that was a flat one, wasn't it, on the little star? Yeah, so power, how are you feeling the power?
The power, whenever you need it. I mean, you know, when we were going up the hill and then there was just no effort.
Yeah, so when we got to the canal, there's that little slope, isn't there? It's quite steep, so... I
would usually have to stand up and actually manage, but with this, it was just a breeze, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's the idea. It's to it's not to take all the fun of riding a bike away. It's to give you the assistance when you need it.
100%.
To pull you up the hill. So you're finding the power's pulling you along all right.
Yeah,
then.
and you know, especially when you've got here uneven ground and you'd have to pedal a little bit harder. The assist.
Yeah, so you're in level 2 at the moment as we're coming along the grassy bank then.
Yeah, I'm on level 2 and on the other one.
3 and 4 on the Shimanos.
4.
Yeah, so you got 7 Shimano gears on here, which is pretty good. I found them pretty reasonable.
Another thing, comparing to my old bike, changing the gears, even when you're coming from one gear to another, there isn't any of the sound. It just goes from one to another so smoothly.
Click straight in.
Yeah, love it, love it.
Let's carry on then, we'll go a bit more. Yeah, let's plod on. Seat comfortable?
Very, especially again on those bumps. I kind of, most of the times I've got my padded cycling shorts, never needed those here, which is great. Suspension, great, even though I had a little bit of a shake.
Yeah, the suspension is something you get used to. It's more on for high impact bumps, it takes it out of, but yeah, we'll really give that a bit of a run later on.
It was good. And the pedals, because of those little cogs, they're also stopping my foot from slipping off.
Yeah, the pedals are quite a big thick pad, aren't they? So yeah. Right, let's plod on, let's go and do a bit more. So when riding electric bikes, don't think of them as taking all the power and the fun out of riding your bike. The actual electric side of it does give you the assistance, and also you get more miles out of your bike as well. If you put it on full power and you use the bike flat out all the time, you're not going to get many miles out of the bike. That bike will do 35 to 40 miles. But if you have it on assistance 1, assistance 2, while you're just sort of generally bimbling along, putting a bit of effort into it, once you're pedaling, it will get up to a certain speed, 15 miles an hour, and then the actual assistance will cut out. So when you get actually on the road and you get up to speed, it's not actually using any power, so you can get more mileage out of it. And then when you need the assistance and you need the extra power, that's when it's worth pumping up the power to level 4s and 5s and giving you the assist more on the hills and the high gradient. So we're going to give the little M100 a bit of a proper test now. We're heading up to Petherton Castle, and it's got a really steep driveway. It's about a mile long, so I'm going to see how Marta manages to get the bike up the hill. I've got extra low gears on this bike. I've had them modified for me off-roading, but yeah, let's give it a go and see what happens. How are you finding it going up the hill?
I think last time we were going up this hill I had to stop for like half an hour.
You did, yeah, last time we came you had to stop and walk up, didn't you? How are you finding that so far?
Well, can I talk and ride? That's always a good sign, isn't it?
Right, through the gate, through the gate, through the gate. Now we're going to do a bit of gravel riding, and then I'm going to take you through a cornfield. See how you get on with that. What happened to a nice ride? Yeah, I know. Going. Woohoo! And she's off. Keep going. I can't keep up now, she's going for it. It's very, very bumpy at the far end when we come out of this. Oi. Don't look down, keep going forwards. You can do it. Power. Power.
Where are we going?
Follow the path. Follow the path. Did that get a bit narrow in places?
In places, that was just narrow full stop.
So what do you think then? You having fun?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
It's such a nice bike to ride. I've just taken the reins of the bike a little bit, just to ride it into the cornfield to get a few photographs of it. And I said in my last video how nicely balanced that bike is, how comfortable and how easy it is to ride. It's a phenomenal little bike, and I reckon you think the same on, because you feel confident in it, because you wouldn't have done that normally, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Would I go as far? Probably I would, but it would take me twice as long. Going through this field, I would probably walk it in my bike.
Yeah.
I wouldn't not drive it. So, yeah, loved it. Absolutely loved it.
All right, we've got one more little challenge, and that's the woodland. Oh. See you in the woods. Right, I'll race you. Well, we're back. We're back. What do you think? Overall thoughts?
Love it.
Love it?
Love it.
I must admit, you've done some things today, this evening, in the last hour or so that we've been out, that you wouldn't normally have done on a bike.
No.
So you must be confident with it. I've just seen her let go of the handlebars as well, and she's just sort of taken her hands off. First time she's ever done it. And that's all because the bike is very well balanced. I'm not just saying this because I'm reviewing a bike for Eskute. I'm actually confident that that bike feels very balanced and very comfortable to ride. So
I've never been able to do it, and I've always been jealous to people, like they were just,
yeah,
you know.
It is dangerous though.
I know, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The balance, the gears, the saddle, the fact that it's really effortless when you want it to be.
Even through the woods, because you wouldn't normally ride through the woods, would you? Not. So yeah. I think it's good. It's a good little bike. I've got a code as well, Compton 50. Should give you a discount off of the bikes. At the moment, the little M100 is at less than £600, $599. That's an absolute bargain.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And your voucher, your code.
I'm not sure if you can use it on the sale price, but when the full price I think is £800. Possibly £900. I think it might be $899. I'll put it up on the screen anyway, and you will be able to get a £50 discount off of it at the full price. Brilliant. But I don't think you can use the voucher on a sale price, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a really good bike. The battery's great. The battery locks on with a key, which is nice. Unlike the other bike, you have to unlock it with the key. It actually locks the battery on, which is quite a nice feature. Lovely colour display. Let's say 5 power outputs, 7 Shimano gears.
And the gears are amazing.
Comfortable seat. Yeah, off-road tyres, you know, road off-road tyres, so they're good tyres. 27.5-inch wheels, front and rear disc brakes, mechanical disc brakes, and Eskute have put the brakes on the correct side. The front brake is on the right-hand side, the back brake is on the rear, the left-hand side, which is correct for the UK riding. Front suspension, 100mm of travel. You've had a bit of experience with this suspension, so yeah,
Let's see.
You'll get used to it as you go on.
You know what? I think again.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of that pressure out on the front a little bit. So yeah, all in all, I think it's a cracking little bike, and I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Is that it?
Yeah.
So what have we got to do?
Subscribe as always.
Like and subscribe as always. Thumbs up, and drop us a note in the comment and see what you think. Well, we'll be riding these bikes a lot more. Got some adventures to do now.
I can't wait. I mean, you know, today we just literally went to Pactofen Castle, and the hill that it's up there, you know, it is a really challenging hill. Again,
yeah, it's quite steep.
Again, we've managed to, so it can take you so much further, isn't it?
That's the thing. I think that's the aim of it. It's not about having no power, no control whatsoever. It's the fact that we can go on adventures, we can go on journeys, we can ride the bikes and go a little bit further, a little bit further out our comfort zone, knowing that we've got that assistance to help us. So
that would be good to actually figure out. What's happening when your battery runs out? Find out.
You sweat.
You find out in the next episode.
Tap it out. See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.